Doc Anderson here. Today I'll be fly fishing with my fishing buddy Big Kevin here in western North Carolina. Kevin had a storied pro football career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, playing 3 years as a starting defensive end. Here he is sacking Joe Montana and stopping the famous Walter Payton for a loss. Kevin also had a great career as an undergraduate at the University of Minnesota for the Fighting Golden Gophers. When fishing in the high mountain streams in North Carolina, it's important to always be prepared, like having the right size landing net. On this particular day, I hooked a monster rainbow trout, one of the largest of my life. However, my net was woefully inadequate to deal with a fish of this size. This net is adequate for 99% of all the trout in North Carolina streams, but unfortunately this trout reflects the top 1%. My able-bodied cameraman sees that I've hooked onto a large fish and comes to my rescue. As a former defensive lineman, he's able to cover large areas of ground rapidly. His net is larger and possibly large enough for this fish to fit in. The best way to land a fish is using a stealthy approach and to scoop quietly from behind. But my cameraman was clearly focused on filming and landing at the fish at the same time while balancing precariously in the middle of a fast-moving stream on slippery boulders. You see here as he approaches the fish, instead of sneaking up from behind, he takes a giant underwater swing using the same energy we require to stop Walter Payton. The tremendous power of the swing sent the fish flying into the air out of the net. All the while he continues to film. You can see him thrusting the net under the fish and heaving it into the air. The approximately 9-pound rainbow trout seen here flies out of the net. And my cameraman stumbles and falls headfirst into the river, with his phone going underwater all the while continuing to film as it is submerged. After being thrust into the air, the giant rainbow trout snapped my 3-pound tippet and disappeared. It all happened so fast I was in a state of shock. I turned to see my cameraman stumbling through the water downstream. "Where's my phone, my $1,500 phone?" He was sure that it had been washed downstream. I got my wits together and I noticed a faint blue light gleaming under 5 feet of water. Luckily for him, his phone had flipped and landed with the blue screen side on top, and I used my radiology skills to tell him exactly where it was in the river. He promptly dove into the channel and retrieved his $1,500 phone. Netting a large fish with light tippet is definitely an art form, and this video summarizes the incorrect way to net a large fish. In the future, when I fish this stream, I'll be attempting to use a larger net to deal with the lunkers here. Enjoy the outdoors, Doc Anderson.